This is a fish that was once sold for a price of a motorbike. It's not a deep sea alien fish or some rare fish from Amazonian waters. Just a fish that looks like it has a permanent head injury. Back in the 2000s, some of these fish can worth thousands of dollars, and breeders making tons of money from these fish. Competitions are all over the place, and all of a sudden, everyone wants this Frankenstein fish in their aquarium. But here's the strange thing. In almost overnight, the market collapsed. Breeders started to disappear, prices crashed, and thousands of fish suddenly crowded the market. So how did a fish that was once cost as much as a motorbike or a MacBook suddenly becomes a fish that's worthless? Welcome to Taj Mahal Aquatics, and we're gonna talk about how Flowerhorn become a thing. But before we dive into the video, I'm curious, what are your thoughts when you first saw a Flowerhorn? Do you find it awesome or cursed? Let me know, and let's dive into the video. Here's something not many people know. Flowerhorn didn't exist in the wild. They are not a real fish. They are not natural species. They are hybrid cichlids, meaning they were created by breeders, a result of crossbreeding of different fish. Most people believe that the main ancestor of this fish are Trimac and Midas cichlid. Breeders combine these two fish to create something completely new. A fish that has bright metallic colors, strong pattern, and of course, that giant forehead, which is called cock, with K-O-K. So technically speaking, this fish is basically a designer fish. Kinda like how a dog breeder create different dog breeds. Except, this one kinda looks like someone who crashed his head to the wall too hard. But believe it or not, that massive forehead wasn't even the thing that this fish is known for. Then what other things that this fish is famous for? This one is crazy, as it has nothing to do with fish keeping. Flowerhorn was first developed in Malaysia and Thailand in the late 90s. At first, they're just simply an interesting hybrid from a random hybrid breeding project. But then, some breeders noticed something strange. Some Flowerhorn started developing patterns that kinda looks like Chinese characters. And in many Asian cultures, fish has a strong connection with wealth, prosperity, and luck. So, when people noticed these patterns, a belief began to spread. And suddenly, this fish isn't just a pet fish anymore, but it becomes a lucky charm. Some people believe owning one could bring wealth, business success, and even prosperity. And once the ideology spreads, the Flowerhorn craze began. And this is where the sensation of this fish truly begins. Once people believed Flowerhorn brings luck, the demand of this fish skyrocketed, and eventually, this fish becomes a trend. Breeders began competing to make a perfect fish, a fish that many people want with bigger head, brighter metallic colors, and stronger patterns. And soon, Flowerhorn competitions appearing everywhere. These fish were judged based on body shape, color, pattern, and the size of the head. And yes, there was a literal competition to judge how big a fish's forehead could be. Sounds funny, but it is true. But the crazy part didn't stop there. Some of the highest quality Flowerhorn started selling for thousands of dollars. In fact, there were reports of rare individuals selling for tens of thousands. And breeding farms quickly appeared across Southeast Asia. And at this point, Flowerhorn breeding is a massive industry, all for one fish with a surprisingly massive forehead. But here comes the problem. With trends like this fish, everyone starts breeding the same fish for profit. And then things can go wrong very quickly. And that's what exactly happened to Flowerhorn. But what could possibly go wrong? Just like with many things that went viral, Flowerhorn trends didn't last long. When money starts flowing in the hobby, everyone wants it. And that's exactly what happened with Flowerhorn. More breeders entered the market, more farms started producing the same fish, and suddenly, there was thousands and thousands of Flowerhorn. The market is flooded, and when the supply explodes, the price didn't stay high. And within a short time, the market became oversaturated. A fish that was once half a price as a gaming laptop started selling for the price of a regular aquarium fish. And eventually, many breeders left the industry completely. And people who invest in this fish realized something important. These fish were never a guaranteed profit. And that massive forehead doesn't say a massive number in the bank account. It's not just about the hype that fade away, but it's also about the controversy regarding this fish's existence. Today, Flowerhorn remain one of the most controversial fish in the hobby. Some hobbyists love them, and others really hate them. But the biggest debate of this fish comes down to the hybrid breeding. Some hobbyists argue that breeding a fish for exaggerated features like that massive forehead raises concern about the fish's welfare, while others say breeding and creating new varieties is just the art of the hobby. The ethical concern of this fish may split the hobby in half, but after all, many aquarium fish we keep today were also developed by humans through selective breeding. The debate maybe continues, but one thing for sure, Flowerhorn definitely left a huge impact in the aquarium hobby. After we talk about everything from the breeding experiment to the lucky fish craze, hype, and market crash, that's how Flowerhorn become a thing. This fish that looks like it's permanently damaged on its head create a massive industry. It created competitions across Southeast Asia, but then crashed just as quickly as it went viral. All because a mix of breeding experiment, cultural beliefs, and a bit of hype. And next time you see a Flowerhorn at a fish store, now you know that they are more than just a fish, but kind of an innovation. Some hobbyists love Flowerhorn because they are unique and full of personality, while others think hybrid fish like this should never existed in the first place. But that's a wrap for this video, and now I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Flowerhorn? Are you Team Flowerhorn or Team Natural Fish? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed what you watched here, give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends so they can learn more about Flowerhorn. And if you like some fun or helpful fish keeping content, subscribe this channel as there will be more you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, my aquatic friends, and have a wonderful aquatic life. See you next time.